overlapping. We're not going to be stitching. We're starting from an open end. Look at this. We're starting from here, and we're going to go all the way around, all the way around. We're going to end it here. Even stretch, which just makes it nice and easy too, right? So when you're going to measure this, measure sections, please. You're going to have several sections. Please straighten this out with your the orange weights. You measure one section, you measure section here, and also before we go to that section, I would like you to, if you have this thing sticking out in here, like on the side, just trim it a little bit, right? Because on the side, the swimsuit has to go like that, right? We don't have it like this, like that, right? That's elastic. So even that out, okay, before you start measuring. Okay, so one section, two section, three section to the center back, right? Center back to the side. Even this one out too. Okay, even this one. You see if you have something like this, make sure it looks like that. Okay, make sure it looks like that. Not like that. Okay, we don't want this. Okay, this is a seam allowance. Okay, this section, all your back, but do half and half, and then the same underarm and your back. Okay, the biggest one should be 63, but students are getting, you got 62, something like that, 61 and something. Yes, and then you will minus 3 1/4. 3 1/4, okay? So mine is going to be long. It's going to be like around 58 inches, okay? So this ruler obviously is only up to 36. So when you're going to be cutting your elastic out, make sure elastic just doesn't stay very relaxed like this hanging, because you're already adding stuff, right? So make sure it's nice and not stretched, but it's fit, right. So it's not like laying loose like that, okay? Because then your elastic is going to be large again, right? Yeah. Okay, and after that, it's exactly what we're going to do right now. There's no closed loop again. Take the center of your elastic in here, like just fold your elastic in half, mark it with a pen, right? Mark it with a pen, and that will go on the center back, okay? You're going to mark it, you're going to place it to the center back. I want you to pin it. Okay, and look at this. Now we have one huge end in here, right? So patience on both ends, you and your partner, okay? Pin the other end. I want you to pin this one to the very edge of it, okay? Open end. So it's going to be easy. When you're going to be starting on the overlock, you just start from the open end, okay? Perfect. Okay, and now look at this. We have our loose fabric and elastic that we have to stretch out elastic to make it like this. And you're going to be holding it for quite some time, so like until your partner pins it all, right? But you have to hold it because it has to be even stretch, right? Okay, and then you will do pinning the other end, and then just go stitch and top stitch after that, right? That's it. This one is sort of easy. Just next one will be our neck closed loop. Okay, so neck closed loop is this guy. Is this? Okay. Your paper says that's number B. We're going now to the B edge. So the B, I'm sorry, you got a little cut off here with the copying. It should be around 36, right? So 36, good for Naresh. She got exactly 36 for hers. Make sure put your weights so nothing is bobbling in here when you're measuring, okay? And don't try to go from one end to the other. Do from here to the notch, from notch to the side, right? And like this. So about 36. And in the measurements in B, in elastic in B in here, says -2 3/4. So if you got 36, minus 2 3/4 will be 33 1/4. Okay, so you will cut the elastic and make a loop. It's a closed loop in here. Okay, so how do we apply elastic here? This time we don't have less stretchability like on the front neckline, right? Because think about this. This is sort of like identical curve pretty much around the body, right? So what do we do? Take your whole closed loop and find two centers, right? Like fold in half, find center, and get one here and one here, okay? And then have your partner stretch from center front to center back, okay? And pin maybe like every 3-4 inches, okay? So it's an even stretch this time, okay? So the only tip is make sure you have two folds of the elastic, two middles, right, of the elastic, or two halves of the, whatever the word is, and pin it to your notches on the center front and center back, okay? So, and just get your, like this, stretched out, so your partner will pin it for you. Okay, so the only thing, make sure don't accidentally have your lining slip from you, so everything is tucked in. And then let's top stitch. And after that, but let's finish with this one, we will have one huge area. We will have one, look at this. This is like going to be going from here all the way around, all the way here. That's about 60 something inches. So that's going to be a little longer to handle, okay? So let's just finish the little one, okay, first. Okay, let's get slowly into the long one.